from Soldier Field in Chicago.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be brought out by a player who was undrafted back in 2015 out of Old Dominion. Last season, his first as a starter, it's Taylor Heineke.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. The bottom line, how do they get a win?
These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Chicago. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. From the gun, Heineke. He's got his tight end. It's Chris Manhertz. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll run for the first time with Jerick McKinnon. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd and 7, Heineke. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game, and nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
And it's a fumble, and this is picked up by the Bears. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team, because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And he's got room. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Okay, let's do our version of name dropping here. Let's show off a little knowledge, right? The A-gap, the gap between the center and the guard on either side, right? Both sides. Control that, you're going to control an inside running game.
And he had to feel satisfied because he hit that gap, broke the contact. He loves that.
That's the best part, right? That's what he's going to ask the coach to run back on film.
Let me see that one more time.
Show that again, Coach. Look how my legs kept turning. I just kept moving, and he did to the tune of a big game.
Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson. From just shy of midfield, Heineke. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. This defense for the Bears, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
Now Heineke, flushed out right. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how to hold the ball because the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing.
A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
Brady's throw taken in by Samuel. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Josh Jacobs. That's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Heineke on 3rd and 2. Right side, it's Manhertz, the tight end. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Heineke on first down. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the shotgun, it's Heineke. And brought in downfield by Burks. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Heineke. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun. Here's Heineke. Busting free at the 10. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Like any team plan, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
And Johnson's kick is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
Good, strong throw and catch right there, and so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
The Bears at 500 hit 6-6. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
53 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 43 yards. So they had him bottled up, able to make a man miss, and then boom, off to the races.
And it's how he made him miss. A little bit of strength, too. Had to work through contact to get him off of him. And then once he did...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. His 9th rushing touchdown on the year, number 12 overall, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. 5 plays there on that drive, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heat.
Now the ball comes loose, and this is picked up by the Bears. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
He was having success there holding on to it on the option, but ultimately problems downfield, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and this is a tough one because you know you'd prefer to have your quarterback either heading to the sidelines or getting down at the end of the play. But you've got an aggressive one. He's fighting for extra yardage, and he gets stripped there. You don't need him to be a hero in that situation.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Chris Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Bears are able to add on to their first half lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And they they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Looking underneath, and he finds McKinnon. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Looking to throw again on second down. Heineke. There's Manhertz, the tight end. Touchdown, Packers! Chris Manhertz, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And the lead is down to 28-10. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And the result, a Green Bay score. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being...
This is intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on second down. Heineke, slant route, connects with Deebo Samuel. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. To throw is Heineke. Touchdown, Packers! Deebo Samuel, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers get a bit closer. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. But the Bears going to take over now late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Brady to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeau. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. So we come upon halftime here. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
On second down, Jacobs. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
Taking it about the 16. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. From the 27, Heineke. That caught by Manhertz. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Chicago offense set to get started. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
On 2nd and 7, Brady eluding the pressure right. And Brady able to get down as he picks up a first. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end. Now when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
A good running there by Jacobs on first down as he's able to take this forward for a gain of 6.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's a handoff to Jacobs, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
But partner, the defense isn't going to adjust, and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over. They're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
14 yards in a Chicago first down. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Going on the ground with Jacobs. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 15-yard line. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And quickly they get to the line. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bears are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. A first down throw for Heineke. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. Finding room at midfield. Down the right sideline. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Heineke. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this...
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Isaiah Likely. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Packers pick it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Partner, that would look like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth.
Heineke now looking to throw on first down. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Throwing again, Heineke on 2nd and 10. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Heineke now.
He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th.
Johnson's kick is good.
And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And the offense moving quickly to the line. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Jacobs now.
And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Brady going to throw. Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Only able to gain a couple there. And it'll be 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson.
Tackle there by Jerry Tillery.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Again, it's Johnson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A 1st down carry here for Johnson.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. up the middle. Johnson. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On third down, Johnson. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt it. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off. As we prepared for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on 2-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
No doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on 2-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins. So the Packers down by 2 touchdowns. And time, a huge factor. Heineke, that complete over the middle. He's got Manhurts, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Forced out to his left. A dump down to McKinnon.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Chicago, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back out.